Hey everybody, it's Elisa Rogers and I'm back with Simply Southern Recipes by Rocket City Girls, and today we are doing something completely different. We are going to do what we call shredded chicken Asian nachos. Now, I kind of made this up at home. My kids are part Japanese. My ex-husband is half Italian, half Japanese. So my kids are 1/4 Japanese, and they absolutely love Asian food and Italian food. So when I got married back in 1982, I had to learn how to cook all different kinds of foods that I had never even heard of, one being sushi. But I come up with this. The kids came over and tried it and fell in love with it. So it's become one of our family favorites now, so I wanted to share it with you. But we have started off here with 6 bone-in, skin-on chicken breast. Now we like to use the white meat. We just prefer it for this dish. But we got it in our Instant Pot, and we're going to set it for 45 minutes. And then after 45 minutes, we'll debone it, we'll skin it, and we'll shred it in some juices. But what I'm going to do right now is I am fixing to add, because you got to flavor your meat. I mean, it's not a whole lot of flavoring. Believe me, the next part's we're really going to throw it to it, but we just simply put a 1/4 cup of some good soy sauce, and we prefer Kiko Man from this house. Okay, so 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And then I will use a heaping 1/2 tablespoon of Korean chili powder. Now you can get that at any Asian market. It's very popular. Now we're going to put the lid on this, 45 minutes. We'll be back in just a sec. While our chicken is cooking, I have pulled out some wontons. Now we're going to do these just like you would do, you know, your basic tortilla chip. These have not been cooked. There we go, just like that. Well, anyway, so that's one side of it. I take it and I go just like that. Now we're going to drop them down in hot oil and fry them just like you would a corn tortilla. And once they're done, we put a little salt on them. We put them in a bowl lined with paper towels, let them cool off. Alright, let's get started. Our grease is hot, and while the chicken's cooking still, we're going to fry these wontons up, and they go pretty quick. So make sure you have your spatula or spider or whatever you want to use, but I use a spider. I usually drop in about 5 at a time. I'll take my spider and push them down a little. And once they start turning like a golden brown color, like that, You want that all over them though, not just on one side. So, see that color right there? They're done that quick. Awesome. Just like that. And no, they're not burnt. They will turn different colors. Especially the ones in the beginning will be a lighter color. This oil has gotten good and hot, so I just turned it down a notch or two. So, our wontons are done. Our chicken is still cooking. This meal goes together very quickly. I have got pepper jack cheese shredded here, extra sharp cheddar cheese, fresh jalapeno, diced green onion, radish shaved, cilantro chopped, some sriracha, and I made a wasabi mayo sour cream dressing to go on it, and I'll give you the recipe for this at the end of the video. Now for the chicken, we've got to get the sauce that we're going to put all throughout the chicken once it's shredded done. So what I have here is gochujang, and this is just basically a hot pepper chili paste that the Koreans use a lot. So I've got a 1/4 cup of that. And this stuff is thick. You think tomato paste is thick? This stuff is thick. Okay. So, and if you do this, what I'm doing, using your finger, don't put your finger in your mouth. It's also extremely spicy. So, that's why we have to add extra stuff to kind of cut it down a bit. But, it's also very delicious. So, I'm gonna rinse my finger off. Otherwise, I'll regret it. Okay. Now, our Korean chili powder. We put a whole teaspoon in there. Okay. Now, garlic powder. We put a whole 1/2 teaspoon in there. Same with onion powder. Whole 1/2 teaspoon right in there. Okay. Now, rice wine vinegar. It's a must. So, we are going to put 1 tablespoon rice wine vinegar. Okay. I come back with my 1/4 cup, except I am now adding more soy sauce. Here we go. This stuff is so good. I can't wait for y'all to try it. Okay, now what we have here is toasted sesame oil. You drizzle just a little on top. You gotta have it. Then you come and you mix it all together until it makes like this sauce. Okay. Now, it should look just like that. Kind of like a Heinz 57 sauce Korean style. So, we're still waiting on our chicken to get done, but all the prep work's done. Okay, 45 minutes. Chicken is out. We put it on a plate, stuck it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. Take the chill off so that we can, you know, skin it and debone it. But it was falling up off the bone. So we've got the liquid that we cooked it in. We've got the paste that we just made for our chicken, the seasoning. So we're going to scoop 2 ladles which is about 2 tablespoons right there, into our paste and mix it up really, really well. You don't want it overpowering the chicken, you know what I mean? You just want that nice little seasoning on it. And you'll probably have some of this left over. You can always put it in the refrigerator. It'll last up to a week. Okay, so we'll be back as soon as the chicken's cooled. We have got our chicken shredded. That's a lot of chicken too. So now I'm just going to start putting little spoonfuls of this sauce that we made all over the chicken. You don't want to drown it though. You just want enough to flavor it. And then what we do is we go back and we really start shredding it. See? And mixing it all up together. Excuse me, mixing it all up together. And then once you've got it all mixed together and shredded, it's time to put your nachos together. Alright, our chicken is shredded, seasoned with the sauce that we made. We have laid out our first pile of the fried wontons. And since it's my family, I'm just using my hands. Put you down some chicken. Just like this. Okay, now let me rinse my hands off. Okay, then you come back with the extra sharp cheddar cheese and you sprinkle it all over the top like that. Okay, then you come in for your green onion. Gotta have that in there. What you do next is you layer more of your wontons and I have got my oven on warm. Now these are stoneware dishes, so they're oven safe up to a certain temperature, but just to warm nachos, it's safe. Okay, that's our other layer of fried wontons. Korean Doritos. Alright, so now we're coming back with shredded pepper jack cheese on top of that. Put a little more because we like it. Okay. Now, I come back with more chicken. Okay. Alright, Alright, that's a good layer right there. Let me rinse my hands off. Okay. Next on the agenda, sriracha. Yeah, might help if I opened it, huh? Okay. So we come back and we put our sriracha on there because we like it. Alright. Now, right now, we're going in the oven with this. Leave it in there about 5 minutes. Let all that cheese get good and melty, and we'll finish it up. Now, the cheese is melted. I'm going to put fresh onion all over the top. Then I'm going to lay radish. Yeah. I tried to slice it as thin as possible. That's enough of that. And then we come back with the fresh jalapeno. Ooh, I love jalapeno. Okay. Alrighty. Now, our wasabi dressing, like I was telling you about. I've had this in the refrigerator, so we'll come back with this all over the top. Then we garnish it with cilantro. Now, this is a twist on not just Mexican. It is Tex-Mex, what have you. It's a twist on Asian culture too. Because you know, you got your wasabi, Japanese, you got your Korean spices, Korean. And I just put it all together and I thought, man, that is so different. My husband fell in love with it. My kids fell in love with it. This is an excellent family meal that you can serve for probably 2 nights straight to your family. Have a big old plate like this for probably under $22. So, we hope you come back. We hope that you like and share us with your friends and family. And we'd love to see you again so we can share some more Simply Southern recipes by Rocket City Girls. See you later.